Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about rights of children in school. So there are 12 rights or 13 I think which I have jotted down. There can be more, these are not mandatory. But these are the rights which give you a thought process to think that are your children receiving these rights or are these rights respected in the schools where your children are. So the first is going to toilet whenever needed. A child should be allowed to go to the toilet whenever he or she wants to. A child should not ask for permission. He should be free to move out or in when he would like to go to toilet. This is a human right and a child holds this right. Second is having drinking water availability. Bottles should not be kept on the back of the class so that the child has to ask again and again for the permission, go back and drink. We need to provide children the access of drinking water whenever they would like to. This is a freedom which every human as well as a child should have. So these two are like common rights. Third, when I'm going to start with third and fourth and fifth, you may object, you may go against. But trust me, these are the rights your children need to have. Move the body whenever needed. A child should be allowed to stand, sit, move, twist, and turn. Maybe stretch in between whenever he or she wants to. I know you are thinking how to go about it. This is child's right. Just see if the school is providing it or not. Fourth, learning to take care of his personal needs. Is this right or the requirement being fulfilled by the teacher that the teacher teaches the child to take care of his or her things? Next is learning and process the emotions through play. So the child, whenever the child is exposed to any sort of play in school, he's learning to maybe process his emotions. So if your child is fighting in school or crying or is sad, that is like a part of learning and it has to be encouraged. A teacher should not call parents to just ask them or maybe question them about the emotional drama which the child has created in the class. So if a teacher is using this word like emotional drama and your child keeps on crying or fighting, the child has all the right to express everything. And school is the place where he can learn to control and manage his emotions. So he should be allowed to express each and everything. Next is more complicated. The child is learning through exploration, trial, and error. Please take care that the child is not exposed to rote method. The child is allowed to explore, to give many trials, and the child can cause errors also, and the child can make mistakes also when he's learning in school. It cannot be just opening a notebook and going through the lesson and then writing or jotting down what the teacher is asking. Life is not about learning to write on the lines perfectly. No, life is all about being spontaneous, taking decisions, being active, being proactive, being happy. And if teacher is not giving exposure to let the child explore and do the trial and error, this life skill is not going to be learnt later. Just see, this is the seventh rule, that the child is allowed to make mistakes and not judged or shamed because of it. If you're called, if the child is given punishment, if he's judged or commented again and again, that is wrong. Next is the child is learning at his own personal pace, his own personal time he's taking up. He's doing it slowly. Not every child is equal. Every child learns and take their own time in learning. Then I feel this is not taken care in schools. Okay, not my personal things, I should say more. Next is the child should fully understand a subject before he is being tested. The score in your child's class or in the exam or in the paper is not your child's score. It is the teacher scoring in your child's paper. Those are not your children's score. Those are the school scores. Those are the teacher's score. If your child is not ready for the exam or assessment, he or she should not be asked. And he should not be tested involuntarily. He should be given his own time, and the exams or assessment should be conducted when the child feels he is ready to share knowledge, to freely accept that he is ready, and he is ready to receive the feedback also. So if a child says, I'm ready to give the exam, you can conduct the exam, then a particular day should be selected to maybe organize that exam, and it should be different for every child. It cannot be same. How we can judge every child giving the exam at the same time? And teachers are having lot of time. So if my child is ready and says, okay, now I'm ready, okay, I did this mistake, let me provide or let me have the feedback where I went wrong. That is the way he can learn well. Okay. Then the child should not be punished. Instead, children should be respectfully encouraged to become more self-disciplined. Punishment is not going to help anyone. Child has to be given the freedom to understand that self-discipline is important. Whenever I am taking classes, I ask children to do some work, I move to toilet, I come back, or maybe someone has come and I'm talking to them. Again, I go to my class. Children are working. They are not working because I am present there. They work because they want to learn and they need to work on it. Okay. Next is not to be compared with peers, instead acknowledged as individuals, students with individual talents, opinions and characteristics. You must be thinking from where I have come. This is not possible, madam. You are comparing all children everywhere with their peers, with alumni, with children or maybe siblings, their own siblings, elder or younger to them. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Acknowledge them as individuals, as independents. Everyone is having their own talents they have come up with. Help them, nurture them to grow. Is the school taking care of this right? The child holds the right not to be judged by anyone. And last but not the least is the child should not be judged for being different, for being special, for having anything which we feel is wrong with the child. So that includes inclusion of every child. Every child has to come under one roof, learn together. Let them have the freedom, the space, the time so that they can grow on their own pace. So I think you need to hear the video again and work upon the rights of children in the school you are sending yours. Thank you for today. I'm going to come up again with a new topic to talk to you on. Bye.